Now when you will right click in the block diagram, you will access function palette. Function palette contain all kind of functions related to your program. First one is structure, second one is array, third one is a cluster, then numeric, then boolean, then string. This one is comparison, this one is waveform. Okay, after that file input output. Using the structure, you can use structure panel. Okay, you can use the for loop, while loop, time, case structure, event structure, formula node, fetch sequence, and so many things. By using array, you can access the array functionality. By using the cluster, you can access the cluster functionality. By using the numeric, you can use the numeric function. By using this boolean, you can use the boolean function. By using this, you can use the string. Is comparison, waveform. If you want to use the waveform, if you want to access your hardware files, so file input output. It is our synchronization for different kind of architectures. If you want to control the speed of CPU, then you can use this one. If you want to display any kind of dialogues, so you can use this one. So let's click on the numeric. We know very well, yesterday you have designed some program. Okay, right click, come here, come to the tank, come into the block diagram. This tank is the control type. Right click in this tank, change it to the indicator. First class, second class, third class, fourth class, second number. Now you can increase and decrease the value. Okay, if you want to show the label for measurement, then you can use this function increment and decrement, so you can use this increment and decrement. Okay, and use the increment and decrement, and you can control. You can use the increment and decrement to control this one. Okay, 1 for 2, 2 to 3. Okay, 3 for 4, 5 for 6. Okay, you can also use the decrement function. You can use the square root function, square function, negate function. I think all of you are aware about this. Here, let's delete this one also. Control B. Look at here. Here, complex. Here the complex. Last column, third number is the complex. Click on the complex, then you will get this complex. In this complex, there is one. In this complex, there is one program. Okay, so it is real to complex. Take this one, real to complex. Okay, now it is my X. Okay, I will take one more control for Y, and I want to get the output. So I know universal out X plus iota Iy, my expectation. Let's see it will fulfill or not. I will make a connection like this. Every time whenever you will get any kind of functions, so note one thing, every time take like that. Okay, whenever you will take functions, right click, come to the visual item and click the label. Now if I will run, so my expectation is 4 minus I, 4 minus I1, but output is only 4. Why? Why? If it's possible, then magnifier I need to use to show something. Look at here. Look at here. Now you can see this magnifier. Okay, now you can see this is a red dot. One red dot is present here. No red dot here, but one red dot is present here. This is DBL, this is DBL, this is DBL. One red dot is present here, and we are not able to get our output. Why? To reduce that, right click and delete. Control, and whenever you will get this kind of wire, broken wire has been lost in. So press Control B, B for Bombay. Now look at here carefully. Right click, create indicator. Again, please don't go anywhere and look here. So it is CBD. Now if I will run, where is my CBD? Here. Now if I will run, okay, so I will get 4 plus minus 1, 4 minus 1 I. Okay, so now our discussion point is what is this DBL and what is this CBD. Okay, before that, let's do one more thing, one more example. After that we will discuss. Okay, so the example is, right, okay, take complex conjugation. The first one is the complex conjugation. Take the complex conjugation, connect like this. X will generate 4, y will generate minus 1, and this function will accumulate and it will generate 4 minus 1 iota, that we can able to read by this value. But by using this, okay, by using this function, we can convert in a complex conjugation for this value. The output of this is the input for this and indicator. Now look at here, it is one again CBD. So what is the meaning of this CBD will be discussed. And if you want to know where my object is present, then double click, then you will get. Okay, if you will done, then we'll go. So what is this? So now time is come to the, so this is the my DBL representation. It is a DBL type. It is a my complex type. What is it? Let's see. Okay, so for that, let's discuss. Right click in the block diagram. If you right click in the block diagram, now you can see there's two numeric constant, DBL numeric constant and this blue numeric. First take this blue numeric constant, and after that take this DBL numeric constant. Select create all indicators and controls. Okay, so now look at here, the numeric constant of this blue output is I32. Both are numeric and one is the DBL. So how many other this kind of numeric representation, it's called representation, not a different data type. It is not a different data type, it is a numeric data type. It is also If you have any doubt about the integer data type and float data type is different, then that is your misconception. Okay, as so many student teach things, or okay, or means addition and means multiplication, so that is completely wrong concept. So now that's it is my numeric. Okay, it's my numeric, but it is integer. So right click and come to the representation. So you will get so many different kind of the extend. Okay, I have shared one book. You can read about the representation, extended, DBL, double precision, single precision. Okay, so let's take one I8. Okay, I convert it into I8. Okay, let's see. Okay, convert into the U8. So there are so different things. First, let's discuss. After that, I will show the examples. Okay. So for that, one is here I8. Okay, one is here I8, and one is here U8. Okay. So what is the I8 and what is the U8? One is signed bit integer. One is signed integer and one is unsigned bit integer. After that, I 16 bit, 2 times of 8. U 16 bit. Okay, then I 32 bit, then U 32 bit. After that, I 64 bit and sorry, U 64 bit. These are integers. So what is the difference between floating? What is the difference between floating and integer? Floating has decimal numbers. Okay, but integers has only numbers without decimal. Only number without decimal. Okay, if you will write 8.33, so it is a floating. But if you want to write for 8.33 in integers, so you cannot write. If you will put 8.33, so it will be convert it into 8, and if you will write 8.5, so it will be convert into the 8 also. But if you will try to write 8.9, then it will convert into 10. Okay, because it is only integer and floating. So now by using example, let's start. So here, okay, you will see what I am going to do. Okay, let's see. Right click, come to the front panel. Right click, come to the block diagram. Sorry, right click, come to the front panel and take one numeric control and indicators. Okay, select all, click. Now press the CLT button, control button, and drag. I will show you example. It is DBL. Okay, right click, come here. It is a I8 bit. Right click. Okay, come to the U8 bit. Now press H, control H, contacts help will open. If I will click, so it numeric DBL 64 bit real. Okay, 64 bit, this one is right. It is 8 bit integer. It is okay, 8 bit integer. So it is I8 bit integer. And what is the range for the I8 bit integer? Look at here, the range is minus 128 to plus 127, and it is a, and if I will click in the Now unsigned bit integer, u is unsigned bit integer 0 to 255. It is signed bit integer 0 to 1 minus 128 to 127. Okay, if I will right click here and I will change the represent 64. So look at here. It is 64 bit double precision. It is 64 bit integer. Both have the same bit size, but it is a 64 bit integer. Approximately 2 to the power minus 2 to the power 19. Okay, value we can write. We can write 19 character here, but here only we can write 15 characters. It is a again double precision DBL type. It is a double precision DBL type. It is I 8 bit. I 8 it means 2 to the power 8. I 8 it means 2 to the power 8. Okay, let's see. Wait, where is the annotation? This for this I. Okay, for the I 8 bit. Okay, this is 2 to the power 8. For this one, it is also 2 to the power 8. For this one, it is 2 to the power 64. Okay, right? But for this one, okay, for this one, if 2 to the power 8, so what is the value of 2 to the power 8? 256. Okay, but for this numeric 2, okay, for this, because it is I, so it is not 256, it is minus 128 to 0 and 0 to 127. The range minus 2, this one, so this range is 256. For this one, okay, within 2 minutes only class will over. Okay, and for this one, okay, 2 to the power 8, so it is only 0 to 255. And this one you need to calculate. Okay, but let's check. Run continue. Here if I will write 1, so it will be display 1. If I will write 1.3, so it will be display 2. Here if I will write 1.5, so it will display 5. Here if I will write, so it will display 4. If here I will write, okay, plus 28, if I will write plus 28, then output will be minus, okay, so output is 127. If here I will write 128, so output will be 128. 250, okay, 257, so output will be 255. So it will not go. So if you want to write only 10, okay, so why we need, if you want to write only 10, so why we need DBL? We need a small amount of memory. So to control the memory, we change and we use this different kind of representation. Okay, so for tomorrow we will study about other like string and boolean, and we'll go further. So thank you.